Okay, so today what we are going to be doing, we're going to be showing a product that has just been introduced to us. It's actually called BG, or BG is the company. And what they do is they sell fuel additives, fuel cleaners, oil cleaners, like engine oil cleaners, oil treatments, things of this sort. Mike here, we've got his Jeep in here. He's been running AMSOIL now for a couple years or a year.
3 years.
About 3 years now. So he's been running AMSOIL in his Jeep now for about 3 years. So what we're going to do is we're going to put some of this cleaner. It's actually going to go in the crankcase, this one here. And he's just going to run it for about 20 minutes, give or take. And we're going to see what comes out. We're going to change the oil this time. Put in some just regular dyno oil with this cleaner and see what comes out of the Jeep, I guess, in that respect. So we're just going to do a full process on this. And what I'll do is I'll get Craig. Craig's here. He's the good fellow that sells this stuff. So anyway, we're just going to get him to just sort of go through everything, and we'll kind of show you everything that we have here. So Craig is just going to explain everything to us, and yeah, he's going to go through everything, and we'll show, I guess, all the different parts that he has, and I guess just to give us a full explanation on how this works and why it is good for us.
Okay, so with the BG product, this is a motor oil additive. This goes in after the oil change. And this is engine performance restoration. This is a cleaner. So what this does is, I'm gonna have to be serious. This is a cleaner. So typically what you do is you, when you're changing the oil, before you change the oil, you put this in the crankcase. You run it for about 15 to 20 minutes. It's heat activated, so it really doesn't do much until it's hot. So once it's hot is when it starts to work, and I'll do a little demo over here for it on how it works when it's hot. But basically the entire process that we're gonna do in order to check out the oil, what it looks like afterwards, is we drain the oil now. It's got the original oil, it's got 5,000 or so kilometers on it. We're gonna put in new oil, put the cleaner in, and run it for 20 minutes. Yeah, peanut gallery. Run it for 20 minutes, drain the oil again, and then look and see what the oil looks like. What it's going to do is, especially in direct injection motors, is you get a lot of carbon buildup, varnish, things like that in the crankcase. And vehicles nowadays run with a lot thinner oil, 0.20 in a lot of them. And with all the varnish and things that get built up in there, you can actually starve engines of oil quite a bit. Quite a bit. So this should be done about every third oil change, something like that.
So Mike thought it would just be a good idea to put the plug back in before he adds all the oil into the engine.
Okay, so what I'm going to do real quick is just demonstrate what this does inside the crankcase. If you look at this is a ball bearing that has kind of like carbon buildup. It's gooey. It's not like a hard carbon buildup, but it's kind of sticky if you touch it.
Oh yeah, it is too.
Okay,
yeah.
So we're gonna take my dirty balls. So this is the cleaner here. This is the same thing that's in here. It's just put it in a test tube. I'm gonna put it in there. So basically, I could leave it in there for quite a while, and it's not gonna do anything. You see, it's not cleaning. It's not turning any real different color. So we'll take this. Like I said, it's heat activated. And the last time I did this stuff is flammable, by the way. I was doing this in a dealership, and I put it to it, and it was cold.
Oh,
and it blew up, hit the desk or the boardroom table, caught on fire, it went over. I had a stack of napkins there to wipe stuff up as I did it. It caught on fire. it caught on fire. There's flames, there's ash thrown everywhere. So I do it a lot slower now. I just kind of warm it up little by little. So you'll see it start to different color as it heats up. So what it does is as it warms up, it basically emulsifies the carbon and all the varnish and buildup in there. And after you leave it in there for about 20 minutes when it's in the engine to warm up, and you can hear the difference now. You can hear the ball kind of going around in there.
A hard surface now.
So
Well, it's cleaner.
what it's doing is it emulsifies it. It goes in the product. You could leave it in the engine, but it goes inert after about 45 minutes. So if you don't get it out while it's warm, it's not going to work as good because it's not going to bring everything out. So what you do is if you look at this and you turn it, see how nothing's sticking to the sides, right? It encapsulates all the varnish and everything, and brings it out of the engine when you drain the oil, so that nothing is left behind.
Yeah.
So the ball bearing's clean.
Oh wow! Look at that.
Right.
It's completely clean.
Totally clean. And this, when you empty it out, all that junk that was in there, you can see it's not left behind.
Cool. Wow.
Like it takes everything with it, and it goes when you drain the oil.
Wow.
Okay?
That's cool.
So that's essentially what it does. I'll get set up and I'll move on to this, but one thing real quick. So the reason that you do this service is because the bottom ring, the rings on the pistons, get so much junk built up on them, especially on, like I said, the direct injection motors, that the rings collapse and they can't expand back out to keep the compression. So just an example, so this is out of a 2014 Ford F-150. Okay. This is out of this is out of a 1994 F-150. This is out of a 2014 F-150. So you can see the difference.
See the difference is a difference in the size.
Yeah, the size, the thickness.
Yeah.
The thickness there.
The thickness of it.
And actually how much spring tension there is. And what it is with a smaller ring, the reason they've gone smaller is for fuel economy and efficiency, because the less springy, the less metal, it's lighter, and there's less resistance going up and down. So that's why they go with this, but it causes other problems.
Yeah.
So you feel the difference of those, just how they feel. Yeah.
Can you feel that?
All right, so I'll move on to the other demo. So